Good afternoon and welcome everyone. This is BJ back on your screen. I am in Philadelphia doing another hidden tour. This is part 6, I think, so let's get started. These are some beautiful houses. Look at the arch that connects them. That one's for sale. And then across the street, it's a beautiful old church that's been, it was a church and a school. It's now for sale. The price that they want is astronomical, but I guess we're around here. It's not so bad, right? Here's another one for sale. And these are interesting because they have that arch in the middle. I always think that's kind of cool. So, as you can see, I'm getting better with my camera work, becoming a better videographer, focusing more on the houses and less on the sidewalk. Now you see that? That is a condo building. And those are true luxury condos in every sense of the word. They're huge. They have all the amenities and all the features. And it's right here in the neighborhood, which I think is interesting. There's no twin over there. There's another church in the corner. That house right there was the rectory for that church for many years. I think it was sold separately a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken, or at least it was on the market. I don't know if it's sold. And back to that condo building I told you about. This one on the ground floor here was for sale a few years ago, and I saw the price. I think it was a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, and I was flabbergasted. That's all I can say. But they're nice. I don't know if this was all like one big mansion at one time or not, but now it's been divided into condos, and they're all very nice. So they don't come on the market often, but when they do, it's like a mad rush. It's like a mad rush to get to them because there's not many like that in the neighborhood. Anyway, I'm out walking today. I'm headed to run a couple errands, and I thought I would take a different path today. Check that out. It's like, look at the spire on that tower there. Isn't that cool? So now we're crossing the street. One of my friends that lives in Brazil was like, I didn't know you guys had the telephone poles and the wires overhead. I said, well, yeah, in the old neighborhoods you do, because these neighborhoods are 100 plus years old. If you are in a newly built suburb, then yeah, all the electricals and everything is underground. Now look across the street here. Those are different because they're kind of all connected in a row. I guess that's the true definition of row home, if you will. And then you go right next door to it, which we're going to do now. And there's like a gingerbread Victorian right next door to it, which to me is fascinating. Look at that. Tell me that's not pretty. That's gorgeous. All right, look across the street here. That's a twin. Like I said, you split right down the middle and it's two houses. But what's unique about it is that each of those houses is probably somewhere in the 3,000 plus square foot range, which even by today's standards is a pretty big house. Let's take a look here now. This house is famous. It belonged to some poet or writer. Well, here it is, right here, you can see it. It says, Herman Herzog, 1831 to 1932, prolific landscape artist of over 1,000 paintings. He's associated with the 19th century Hudson River School American art movement. So, there you go. Now I showed you a historic house. And it has the information on who once lived there. And you really only get that, in these kinds of neighborhoods. A new development is great. Probably a lot more energy efficient, I can tell you that. But these houses have character and charm, and they've stood for a long time. If a house can stand for 100 plus years, it was well built. Look at that brick. Someone 100 years ago did each of those bricks by hand. Look at this one. That's pretty. That's a twin as well. And these, across the street, they sit up on a little hill. So you'll see the steps leading up to them. Okay, that one on the left side, that's been divided into apartments. I see a for rent sign. Now look at this one. It's like an old southern plantation, and look at all the land they have. Now mind you, again, this isn't the heart of the city. The city that everyone talks so much trash about. This is how beautiful it is. Not all of it, but much of it. I'd say that the parts of Philly remaining that are really rough are far fewer than the great neighborhoods, the good neighborhoods, and the okay neighborhoods. The really bad neighborhoods, I mean, I hate to say it, but they've been gentrifying them for like 20 years. And yeah, there's still some rough neighborhoods left, but again, I think they're few and far between. I really don't think that probably in another 10, 15 years, all the notorious Philly neighborhoods will pretty much be gone. Look at that. Look at that woodwork. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this building is an apartment building, and there was an Italianate style mansion that was about 100 plus years old. One of the problems was that some really bad additions have been made to it over the years, so it wasn't true to the original Italianate character. And look at that. So the University of Penn wanted that land, and there was a protracted fight. I mean, let me turn this around. Probably 10 plus years battled over that land and what they were going to do with it. As you can see, the university eventually won. So I guess in the end, they were the victors. Now we're going to go down a different path here. These are all small apartment buildings. Oh, I want you to see this. Look at this. Wait. Look at that window. Look at the character. And look at this stone. Craftsmen hand hewed this stone. This is solid granite. Yes, the same granite that you put on your kitchen counters and your bathroom counters nowadays. They build houses out of that. And these are huge. Look, my hands are, I'm 6'2" with a pretty big hand. That's how big those stones are. So that gives you an idea of what the craftsmen were like back in the day. One of my great curiosities is with these brick houses, which is what the house I live in is made of. Did they stack the bricks just on top of each other? Did they have something to hold them? I mean, I really don't know. I'd love to know more about that. All right, folks. I think I'm going to wrap this one up because we're kind of coming to the end of the residential area. I hope you all enjoyed Hidden Philadelphia Walking Tours, Part 6. This is the first time I went kind of outside my neighborhood. So, not far outside, but outside my immediate neighborhood. And I wanted you guys to see it. So, thank you for your continued support. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about it. If you have questions or comments, things you'd like to see in the near future, just let me know. And then I will get back to your comments and see what I can do about fulfilling your request. All right, everyone, thanks again for your support. And always remember that my motto is self-care is critical and must be ongoing. Peace.